Hello and welcome to another episode of Glory of Golden State Gaming presents Binding Roll, where we play 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons in the world of the 9th Age. If you are unfamiliar with 9th Age, please click the link in the description. It will lead you to the 9th Age website, which is a tabletop war game that I love and play all the time, and this channel is dedicated to. Please check it out. But let's go ahead and check in with our players. If this would work. There we go. We are back for episode 4. How's everyone doing? Hello?
Good.
Howdy. But I'll start this off with how we should start every episode, I think, of what you're drinking and what you got when you leveled up to this week's level. So everyone should be level 4, and today I am drinking a beer called So Damn Thirsty. This is by Aurora Brewing Company, which is in New York somewhere, upstate New York. King Ferry, New York. Yeah. So, Sunset, let's hear it.
Well, starting off with what I'm drinking, I've got Einstock Icelandic White Ale.
I've had that. That's good.
Put it up there.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a really nice summer beer, and considering how hot it's been, I figured it was worth picking up. Yeah. As for my level up, so instead of getting a stat increase, I picked up the what is it? The Meta Magic Adept feat. Which gives me access to 2 more meta magics, which I picked up Quickened Spell and Empowered Spell. Quickened Spell lets me take a spell that has a casting time of 1 action and turn it into a casting time of 1 bonus action. And then Empowered Spell lets me re-roll up to 4 damage dice on any of my spell rolls.
That's pretty good.
It also gives me access to 2 sorcery points that I can use exclusively for meta magic, which does bring my total sorcery points technically up to 6, 4 of which I can use to turn into spell slots if necessary. The extra spell I picked up was Dragon's Breath, which is a touch spell. You touch one willing creature and imbue it with the power to spew magical energy from its mouth.
I like the theme. Stick with the fire.
Yep.
Lenval, go ahead.
Well, tonight we're drinking Bream, I'm pronouncing that right, Bream Pilsner from Mount Hood, Oregon.
Okay.
Hood River, Oregon. And for my upgrade, I got a new thing called Maneuvers for my fighter. And maneuvers are basically a way to do a special action and add a D8 to it. And I have 3 of those right now. I have one called Commander Strike, where I can add a D8 to somebody else's attack and forego my own. I have one where I can actually, if a creature misses me, I can strike them back as a reaction, adding a D8. And I also can just add a D8 to my normal attacks. So that's pretty handy, I think, in some of these longer combats.
Oh, yeah, because that's what you were running into previously, is you're having trouble hitting and you have 1 attack and it's just like, oh, it's your turn. Oh, I missed. Boo.
Yeah, should have my versatility up a bit here.
All right, Kaelin. Nope, you're muted.
Cool.
There we go.
All right. I picked up Alarm just because I'm paranoid and that sort of thing. And Hunter's Mark is just so much better for combat-related stuff anyways. So, like, the other stuff, like, I'm not going to use it anyways. So I'm always going to use Hunter's Mark. And hopefully I'll have a chance to, like the last campaign, it's like, oh, we killed off all our enemies. Let me tag it onto one of our NPC allies. So hopefully he'll die, and then I can transfer it onto the next battle. So for I also took a feat instead of doing a Jesus, where are we? Reaction. There we go. I took feat instead of attribute increase, and that is defensive duelist. So when you're wielding a finesse weapon, I have 2 short swords, so those count. With which you're proficient, another creature hits you with a melee attack. You can use your reaction to add 2 AC or proficiency bonus for that attack. So for the first melee attack against me per turn, I will have AC of 18 instead of just 16.
Okay.
So nice little bonus there, continuing the focus and the dual wielding.
I like it. Let's see here. So recap the story a little bit. I know it's been 2 weeks. I apologize to everyone, but life got in the way, and including my own wedding. So yay. But we were last time we were on. We were in the catacombs beneath the keep of Attunement, and you guys were exploring. You ran into a warrior of the dark god of Sugalag, which is the dark god of greed, and you defeated him, and he was basically encased in armor. He had layers of different armor on him from multiple different sources. He's been hoarding them like someone who has greed, obviously. You also ran into the the renowned Green Knight, who was struck by sunset, and he was presented with his axe, and he said a year from now he will then return and deliver 1 strike to sunset, just as sunset delivered 1 strike to him. And on that note, I know what this axe is. Let's see here.
Do tell.
I used to know where it was. Hold on 1 second. Here we go. It is... Well, I'm not going to tell you the name of it, but I'm going to tell you what it does. You gain +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls with this magical weapon. In addition, while you are... And you notice that this is an attunement weapon, so you have not attuned to it yet, Sunset, but you could if you wanted to. And when you attune, your hit point maximum increases by 1 for each level of attainment. Each level you have attained. So it's pretty burly. You also notice that there are multiple pieces of armor on the warrior of Sugalag, and so you can look at those if you so desire. And let's get to where we were here. So, right here, this altar that the warrior was standing in front of is kind of littered with armor. The majority of it looks old. It's rusted over. It's been there for maybe even years, but it's just piled on. Before you can see some are like hung on racks nicely, but there's been so many that they're basically like stacked on top of each other in this area, and also of course there's armor the corpse is wearing, which is right here. So what would you like to do? You still have Sam Sandwich, the halfling pit fighter. You have I can't remember the name, Sir Jamie, one of the knights that came down with you into the catacombs, and that's it.
I believe last time we looted a couple of the pieces of armor, because I do have this arrow-catching shield now, and slightly better splint mail that I picked off this guy.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right, yeah. You already looted the armor. You're 1 step ahead of me.
And I have a +1 hide armor, which I will keep for trade.
I got nothing because it ruins my aesthetic if I wear armor.
Oh, you got something. You already got something. But
This is true, but I didn't get any armor.
fine.
So Sunset, as you look at this axe that you have received from the Green Knight, it's very unique. It's a first of all, it's a battle axe. It's a double-handed battle axe. It's a big axe. The axe head is finely drawn in, and engraved with entwining trees and roots. You also notice in between little figures dancing through the trees on the axe head, and then the shaft is a very long shaft. It's like if you left it on the floor, it would come up to probably the bottom of your rib cage, so what, 4 feet. And the shaft is engraved also with these images of entwining trees and roots with it looks like humanoid figures dancing in between the trees. And also let's review. When you came down here to stop the skeleton threat that you were sent down by the head of the guards.
Does this axe seem elvish in its origin, or is it more just a stylized human axe?
Give me an investigation check, I guess would be the right check for this.
Yeah, for that probably.
Our mission is to find the long lost son.
Yes, and the Doer family, Sophia, the eldest of the Doer sisters, sent you with little explanation to find her son.
I have a 17 for investigation.
Okay, you definitely notice
9.
this is and you know what, Sunset and Kaelin, you recognize this right off the bat. These are definitely Sylvan carvings on the axe. But they are different. They're not. They're much more ancient. They're not like the weapons that you have seen previously in your upbringing. I don't know how to describe it better than that. They're definitely. They seem familiar, but they are different in many ways.
Okay.
Hmm.
More ancient and powerful.
So, if you guys don't know, attunement is if you want to attune with it, you'll receive that extra HP, and that requires a short rest with you focusing on the weapon.
Right. So he gets some like temporary HP if he focuses on this thing.
If he attunes with it, he gets. She gets 1 hit point for every level, so you'll get 4 extra hit points.
Oh, that's definitely adds up.
It would potentially be beneficial for me to know the name of it, so that my character sheet will do all of that magic for me.
Oh, it's gonna tell you. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. It's a berserker axe.
Okay.
But it's not called a berserker axe in our world. It's the axe of the Green Knight. But it follows those rules. So I might as well say, when you attune with it, it casts a curse on you.
I had a feeling that that's why you didn't want me to know the name. I will ignore any information about the curse portion.
I might as well say it makes you like addicted to it, and it makes it more difficult to separate with it or to use other weapons.
Oh, you're precious.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Yeah. You didn't have good weapons anyways, right? So.
I mean, the question there becomes, how does it differentiate between using the weapon and using magic. Like,
Huh?
I don't know. Are you even proficient with a battle
Nope.
axe? Yeah.
nope.
But it looks cool.
I'm
That's
not
half
even
fun.
entirely sure that I would even be able to wield it.
Interesting.
Yes, as you hold on to it, you feel awkward almost. This is a not a common weapon for you. It doesn't feel light in your hands. It feels heavy and clunky.
Sorry to
Okay.
How should we best leverage it? Lend it to an NPC and they don't go running off with it? Because man, that Green Knight's gonna be super pissed when he comes finds you and you don't have it.
I mean, okay. To be fair, let's do this. Let's do this right. I'm gonna roll an Arcana check on it just to
Mhm.
see exactly how much I would potentially know about that, because that will really determine how this plays out.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Reveal?
Crit fail.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
Not only do you
must
not
have been
know what
something
it
else
is,
that's awesome.
So
not only
I
do you not know what it
actually,
is, you like you're
character-wise,
mesmerized by it. You're like, oh, this must be.
like character-wise, I know it's magical and powerful. I'm not even entirely sure that I know the good aspects of it. But like it's also something that I wouldn't actively use. And I think not knowing the aspects of it, I think I would actually try to like pass it off to somebody else, at least as a test, to see if anything bad happens.
So, I'm always here to help.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be a natural thing for you to say, like, hey, why don't you take a swing at something with this? It'll be awesome. Okay. You say so.
What is... Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah, no, I think, like, you would probably get better use out of it, just in general, even if you didn't attune to it. And you're definitely more on my side than anybody else in this party.
As questionable as it might be, would not be doesn't work well with the focus on the duelist. Oh, I guess it's definitely a way to. There's I think another feat where you can use a non-finesse weapon, even with two-handed.
I think
what kind
there
of
is one. Yeah.
What kind of axe is this again?
Just-
Battle axe.
Yeah,
Oh, so this is a two-handed.
yeah,
axe.
two-handed
Yeah. Hmm.
battle axe.
All right. Well, I'm sure there'll be some use cases for it. Put it through its paces. So.
I mean, we could give it to Lanval.
Fine, well. You have to give up your new shiny shield. Of
Yeah, I'm kind of more into the sword and board, you know, my knightly style.
yeah.
You don't have the the ability to wield two-handed weapons as one-handed. I'm pretty sure that's like a that might be a
Anyone do
feat.
that?
I think
I think,
there's
I
a
think the
feat
warriors can do that. Yeah. No, the warriors have a
Yeah, it
skill that
might
can
be.
do that.
Doesn't really fit my direction though, you know. There isn't a whole lot of two-handed willing knights roaming the countryside.
Well, don't hold yourselves too much to what you imagined your character will be like, but it's up to you guys.
Yeah.
Well, I actually have proficiency with it, so I can at least leg it around for you.
Yeah,
Up to you.
I think we'll do that.
Okay.
I'll hand it over to Kaelin.
All right. As you hand it over to Kaelin, she lifts it up. It feels light. It feels natural in your hands. But beyond that, nothing happens.
You
Cool.
could roll an Arcana check and see if you get anything.
Should I?
I mean, the worst that could happen is you get a -2.
Well, I mean, I have -3, so
Actually, I guess technically it'd be a -1 because
Okay,
a natural
I
one is...
oh wait, I couldn't get worse than you. I rolled an 8. Well, I got an 8 result.
You have the same feelings that Sunset does. That it seems familiar to you, but it's but somehow still different, and you sense the age and the majesty of this weapon.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, and I'm not seeing it in my on the list of items. Common or magical.
I think if you do...
Because it was associated under Berserker Axe?
Yeah. Berserker Battle Axe, I think, is what you would need to search for. Yeah. So if you search Berserker Battle Axe, it should come up.
Berserker doesn't pull up anything. Not for me. Under manage equipment.
You might have to actually type in the whole thing, because I can find it.
Berserker Battle Axe. Negative.
Nah, don't worry. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Okay. Yeah. I'll just put down a big X. Alright.
All right. So if we look back at the way you came, let's see here.
I got it. Maybe I wasn't spelling Berserker right. Anyways, we're good.
So Kaelin very deftly marked with chalk the way through this maze portion of the catacombs. So what you can do here is you could try to go back the way you came and go back and follow your chalk markings, or you can press forward and end up somewhere else.
Isn't pressing forward also going back? Because like we searched this branch.
Well, once we get back to the actual maze.
Oh yeah. Well, we still have a mission to complete. And
Possibly. We did find that armor that had the
Sunburst.
the house door motif on it.
Was your thought we bring back the armor and they identified it as belonging to Sir Ruberdor that he is dead?
I mean, I'm still at full health, so I could keep going.
I can keep going.
Yeah, I think since we're here.
All right. So, let's start moving. The NPCs are moving on without us.
So are you attempting to go back the way you entered, or are you going to try to make your way through the maze?
Make our way through the maze.
All right.
Okay.
Sunset says go make our way through a maze.
Everyone give me a survival check.
Oh, I got this. 16. Yeah.
15.
19.
All right, so you guys have figured out where to go. So you can choose between these 3 exits. There's 1 to the south and 2 to the north. Which would you like to go to?
Well, I guess it's like which has the most unshaded area. Yeah, Landval. Or what is your
Let's
recommendation?
start with the south and work our way north.
Okay. Curve and left.
All right, as you curve around to the left here, I put Jacques. You hear nothing. It's complete silence as you walk down the hallway. All the sound that comes up is your own footprints. But you do notice this has not been traveled in a long time. You've traveled far deep into the catacombs. Dust covers the floor, but here in this hallway you do notice new foot trails in the dust. In what order do you want to enter this place?
Oh, I'll go first. I got AC of 20.
Yeah, you do that.
Yeah,
You-
I think that's a great
All right.
call.
Heading forth into the darkness.
As you enter this new room, it is an enclosed room with 3 heavily armored skeletons standing at guard, and the second they see you, they turn to face, and I need everyone to roll initiative.
I see 4.
Did I say 4? I thought I said 4.
I have a 19.
Okay.
Ooh, nat 20, 24. All right. Before we get too far into this,
Yeah.
Lanval, are you a willing target?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
All right, let's see here. So,
I also need to look up.
Sunset had 24, you said.
Yep.
Kaelin, what was yours?
18.
Landval?
19.
And let's see here. Let's see here. Jacques had a 10. Sir Jamie had +0. A 1 for Jamie. And lastly, Sam, 17. And the skeletons, had a 9. All right, so that leaves Sunset going first.
Okay. Just give me 1 second because I might be able to do something crazy here. I just want to make sure that. Spellcast with a bonus action. You must use a bonus action. Beautiful. I can do this. Okay. So, what I am going to do, that's you just right up front, Landval, right?
Yeah, I just crested the
Okay.
doorway.
So I'm gonna move there, and then I'm going to cast my new spell on Landval.
That's gonna give him a breath weapon.
It gives him a breath weapon for 1 minute.
Okay.
Excellent.
Just walk in and.
So you feel me like pat you on the back and just say go do some work, and
Just a
then
little pat on the backside.
yeah, well on the shoulder. The way I imagine it happening is you suddenly feel very warm and your breath is especially hot. You're not being burned by it, but you just so if you want, you can use an action to breathe a 15-foot cone of fire. Any creature that is in the area must make a Dex saving throw, DC 14, or take 3d6 damage. If they save, they take half that.
Excellent.
So,
So
and it
low
lasts
venues?
for 1 minute.
All right, let's do this.
All right. So that's your turn, right?
No, hold on.
No?
I'm not done,
Okay.
because that was my bonus action. That spell only takes a bonus action to cast. And what I was checking on was whether or not I could cast another spell that takes an action, and as long as it's a cantrip that only takes 1 action to cast, I can do it.
Go for it.
So with that, from my position, I can only see the 2 that are directly in front of me, right? There's
Yeah.
no way I'd be able to see the other 2,
Yeah.
right? Okay. So let me make sure I've got this right. Yeah, so we're going to do, I'm going to cast Firebolt with Twinned Spell. So I'm going to make an attack roll against each of the 2 that are directly in front
Okay.
and see if I hit. So that is going to be a 22 for the first one,
That definitely hits.
and then that's only a 12 for the second one.
That hits hits also actually.
Okay, so it's 1d10 damage. First one takes 2 damage. And then the next one, that's Jack, that's also Jack, takes 1 damage.
Ooh, that was a big old spell.
Yep. Actually, hold on. How many points does that take? Oh, it only takes 1. I'm going to use my empowered spell, meta magic. So I can re-roll up to 4 of the damage dice. So I'm going to re-roll each of those.
Go for it. Go for it.
Oh joy, the first one went down to a 1.
Jesus. And the second one?
Oh, went up to a 3. So
Woo!
I dealt 1 whole damage more.
As you cast your fire spell, it engulfs both of them, but they seem hardly phased by it. It blows by them, basically. Next up is Lawnball.
All right, I feel a strange dryness in my throat. And
I get really, really bad heartburn.
it's like I ate a whole bunch of jalapenos before I came in here or something. I step around the corner here and I can't stop coughing. And I just suddenly unleash this torrent of fire and strike as many of these skeletons as I can with my jalapeno breath.
So is that going to cover all of them?
No, because it's a cone. Actually, your best position was where you were without moving.
Gotcha.
And just hitting the 2 directly in front of you.
All
Because
right,
it'll hit the first square in front of you,
just straight on down.
and then it'll hit effectively 2 squares in front of that, but it'll do half a square on each side of the one in front of you, and then it'll hit all 3 squares behind that for the 15-foot cone, because it's 15 feet deep and then 15 feet wide at its widest point.
I see. So you're just going to hit 2 of them.
Yeah.
Do they get any saving throw?
DC 14 Dex.
DC 14 Dex. Both of them fail.
So you are dealing 3d6 fire damage.
11 damage altogether on each.
Well, that's one of them.
Oh, I'm rolling into the one. And 11 again.
All
It's meant
right.
to be.
Again, you reach forward and belch out a flames out of your mouth, which surprises you while you're doing it, and it engulfs the warriors, who again stand firm, but they're a little scorched on the ends of their armor. Next up is Kaelin.
Come on down here. And we've been nicked a bit, so we are going to do main attack.
Are you using the?
I'm inclined to use.
Are you using the Berserker axe or not?
I suppose it's in my hand.
Let's see what it can do.
So
Yeah.
remember,
All right.
you get plus
You're
one
not
to
attuned
hit.
to it, so
Okay.
You get plus one to hit and plus one damage when you're not attuned to it.
It's saying +0. What's up with that? Oh, but I only get the advantage when I am attuned to it, or the hit
No,
points.
you get this advantage. You get the HP when you're attuned to it.
Oh, this is terrible. No. You know, I have a strength modifier -2, right?
It's an excellent match for you.
All right, you can
strength
switch it out
modifier
after this
means
attack, but you said you use it this time.
All right. Well, I rolled a 4.
That does
and
not hit.
That's my turn.
Okay, great, fantastic.
Good job.
Let's see. Next up is Sam,
And this one's heavy.
who
What's the
all of
cast value for that?
all of a sudden gets distracted with something on the right, and he gets a little hiccup. And as he starts walking away, you realize all of you realize he somehow has stashed a flask away and is drinking again. So next up is Jacques. Jacques steps over to here and takes a shot with his bow. Where did Jacques go? There he is. Which hits and does 1d8, 2 damage to the first skeleton there. Next up is oh, not you. You're not next up are the skeletons. So this one moves on to Kaelin. This guy shambles over to here, and this guy shambles to there. The one on the left is attacking Kaelin. What's your AC?
you're
You there?
muted.
You're muted.
I'm using defensive duelist, so AC of 18 for
18.
this attack. Yep.
So the
and then it
first
goes back
guy
to 16.
hits exactly an 18. Let's see here. That is take 10 damage.
What? Oh shit. Ooh.
10 damage.
Wow.
Also,
coming out.
give me a DC 11 Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom +0. I have rolled a 17.
All right, you're fine on that count. Next
All
up, the
right,
second
but,
guy attacks you. And hits also. Take another 10 damage.
Wow.
Okay.
You already passed the other saving throw. So then the one closest to Landval is swinging on him. You had a 19, you said?
20.
20. So he misses. Second guy. Misses. But I also need you to take a DC 11 saving throw. Wisdom.
Failed. Got a 5.
You are now frightened until the next of the turn. Which is frightened, if I remember correctly, is disadvantage?
Oh, I'm frightened. I passed my save.
Yeah, if they're doing that, then it's likely you would need to make a saving throw for each attack.
I'm just doing one. That's I think it's the right condition. See conditions.
Okay. Frightened is you cannot move.
Oh yeah, you can't move closer to him. Yeah.
Yeah, has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. The creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear. Well, you can't really get any closer, and Dragon's Breath does not require an attack roll or ability check.
Nice.
All right.
So
Next
have
up,
at you.
next up is Landval, or not Landval, Jamie, who moves in here and swipes at the skeleton in front of him. Where are you? Where are you? There you are. Hits both times. The skeleton takes 9 points of damage. Oops, that's not the right one. Nine. 15. There we go. All right, we are back to sunset.
All right. I'm gonna back up and cast a firebolt at this one right here.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's probably not gonna cut it. 9.
That does not cut it. That your turn?
Yep, that's the end of my turn.
Uh-oh. Okay, Landval.
Well, I'm horrified by what I've seen, and I gasp in fear, and as I open my mouth to gasp, a torrent of fire unleashes upon the skeleton.
Wait, do you have to, how long does that last for? I thought it's just one use.
1 minute.
1 minute, wow, okay.
Yeah.
So you
10
basically,
rounds.
you were gonna hit 3 of them?
He'll hit 3 of them.
Yeah, you'll hit 3 of
can
them.
hit these 3.
Yeah. And I get a dex saving throw?
Yeah, dex saving throw DC 14.
14. And they are... Let's see here. Fail. Fail. And then the one on the bottom right passes with a 14.
Alright, the first one takes 11 damage. Going for consistency here. 7 on the second guy.
11.
And the third one passed, so he's only taken 7 as well.
Well, do we round up or down?
Round up. How about that?
So
All right.
8.
So,
Again, you unleash your flaming breath, but these guys seem unfazed. Yep. Okay.
Oh boy.
All right. Next up is Kaelin.
I have
Well.
feelings.
drop the axe and go back to plan A.
This axe is quite heavy, and I've taken 20 out of points of damage, and I'm down to 7. So I'm going to take a disengage action, fall
All right.
back, and then swap out to bow,
Okay.
and that'll be my turn.
Next up
Smart.
is Sam, who again continues
Come on,
to randomly stumble this
Wander.
way. Next
I'm
up
so glad
is
I brought him.
next up is Jacques, who shoots at the skeleton in front of you, in front of Landval. And crit fails, misses. Next up are the skeletons. This one steps up to Jamie. He's going after Jamie, who has an armor of 18, so he misses. But Jamie has to take a wisdom check of 14 and fails, and he is now he actually crit failed, so he is paralyzed.
Uh-oh.
The next one is going into Landval. Misses. The second one is going to the Landval. Misses also. Landval, give me a DC 14, or is it 12? I don't remember.
11, I thought.
Yes, DC 11 Wisdom.
I rolled a 12.
There we go. Now you're not scared. So that is their turn. It is now Sir Jamie's turn, but he is paralyzed with fear. He sees these huge skeletons bearing down on him like he cowers and just crumples up into fetal position and shivers. Sunset, it's your turn.
Actually useful. He's crumpled and cowering. He's not blocking line of sight.
He says, "Ladies,
Can
the
I-
ladies, save me, please." He says,
Can I make an
"Chocolate
Arcana
bleu."
check as a bonus action?
What?
Can I make an Arcana check as a bonus action to discern if they have any fire resistance?
Sure.
That is going to be a 16.
You do not see that they have fire resistance.
Okay.
They have a fire
So-
immunity.
Yeah, well, that's essentially what I was looking for. Like any resistance to immune. Like, what is the the fire damage that is being done? Does it look like it is actually damaging them, or is it like just not doing anything?
Glowing red.
You rolled what did you roll in the Arcana?
16.
Yeah, you can definitely tell it's damaging them. It's scorching their bones, scorching the armor.
Okay.
But they seem immune to the pain of it, and they keep shambling forward. They're mindless.
Got it. Okay.
Sure. All right, Landval, do your thing.
Well,
You got
hold
it.
on, because
No,
that was my
Sunset's got
bonus
his
action.
turn. Sunset's
Okay.
got his turn.
Okay.
Her turn.
Her turn. Yeah. Well, I guess firebolt at the one directly in front of Landval.
Okay.
That is going to be a 22.
That definitely hits.
All right.
On hooks.
4.
Woo!
Big money.
All right. Next up is Landval.
All right. Well, I'm continuing to just have this terrible indigestion. I swear I need to change my diet up. And once again, I just unleashed another blast of flaming hot Cheeto breath all over these skeletons.
So that is only going to affect 2 of them, right? The 2 right in front of you.
Yeah, the 2 right in front.
Okay.
He can't get an angle to be able to get a third.
Yep. So the first one fails. Second
Actually-
one.
Back up 1 step.
And take an opportunity attack? 3 opportunity attacks?
No, that would not be wise.
You're right. That would be.
It's already done. One failed, one passed.
Yeah.
So
no,
roll
that-
damage on the
that's
one
the
that
spell.
failed, gets it to 11,
Oh.
so that is okay. And then the one that passed is a
14.
7. Okay. Again, the fire just flows over them. Kaelin, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna target this one here.
Mm-hmm.
More clear of a shot. Crit to hit, not 20.
Ooh.
And so I rolled a 4, so it's just double the damage roll. So that should be 12 damage.
12 damage, nice. And that is the one on the left there, so that is this guy. Okay.
Hold. Wait. Let me verify the hunters. Not the hunter's mark. The Colossus Slayer. When you hunter attack,
they've
I guess
been
it's any. What? Everything's been damaged. So okay, so it doesn't. I can do an extra 1d8
Oh, okay.
for Colossus Slayer effects.
Ooh, 7.
Well, 7.
So this, as you aim precisely, and the arrow goes right into his empty socket of his skull and goes right through the back of his head. And his skull cracks, and kind of the jaw falls out of place, and the cheekbone dangles, doing considerable damage. But he is still shambling forward.
All right. Well, glad I got a meat shield.
Next up is Sam.
Come on, Sam, sober up, buddy.
I am
Nope.
giving
Snap out of it.
I am giving him a 25% chance of being drunk, and he has failed every single time.
That's dedication.
Yeah.
He's got a real problem with alcohol. Jacques
Yeah.
attempts to shoot the skeleton on the left. Hits. And what was the damage for his bow shot? That is 8 damage to that skeleton, which is that one. He shoots the same skeleton you did, and this one hits him in the skull again, and his skull's almost falling off of his neck, but he's still shambling forward. It is now the skeleton's turn. Skeleton on the left attacks Sir Jamie. Hits. Does 7, 8, 9 damage to Jamie. He has got... Okay, and then he takes a wisdom check, which he fails again by a lot, and he again is paralyzed. The other skeleton's going after Landval. Oh, nat 20.
Ouch.
But then rolls double 1 for damage, so that's 4 plus 2, so 6 damage to you. The skeleton raises his curved, sickled sword up and slashes it down on the top of your shoulder plate and jams it into the crease. But he doesn't get it very far in. It just kind of pokes you in the shoulder, and you kind of yelp in pain. The second one attacks you and misses. Give me a DC 11 wisdom check.
Got a 6.
You are frightened. All right,
I'm really
next.
glad I got this fire breath.
Next up is Sir Jamie, but he is again cowering on the floor. It is now sunset.
Well, let's hit the one in front of Landball with another firebolt. That's going to be 11.
That hits.
And that is another 1. It's not worth it. I'm gonna take
Just
the
one damage? The one in front
Just
of
one
Lenval.
damage.
Alright. Next up is Lenval.
Well, once again, I reach deep within my lungs and unleash another torrent of fire upon these hapless skeletons, hoping they'll drop to the ground.
Alright, let's see. The first guy, dexterity 14, was it? That fails. Second guy behind him fails also. Full damage to both.
Alright. 6 for the first, 7 for the second.
7
Great.
is... Okay. Kaelin, it's your turn.
Alright, targeting left skeleton with my longbow. It is a 19 to hit, 11
Hits.
damage plus 7 bonus damage for a total of 18 damage.
Ooh, the far left, that's that one. Alright, as you shoot at this one who's got the deteriorated skeleton, eventually this one actually hits him in the spinal cord and the neck. And it lops off his head, and as the head crashes the ground and actually shatters on the floor, the body goes motionless and tumbles to the ground after a few seconds. Actually, it tumbles onto the cowering Sir Jamie.
Nice. Doesn't that make you feel better? The tormentor is dead.
Alright, it is Sam's turn. He has got to be not drunk this time. Nat 20. I was doing if I roll a 15 or higher, he stays drunk, and I just rolled a nat 20.
Wow.
At this point, he has gone out of sight, and you do not know where he is.
Neither does he.
And with that, I'm gonna move him off the board so you don't see him. Next up is Jacques. Jacques goes after the one in front of Landval. Hits. Does 4 damage. Okay. Next up are the skeletons. This one in the back is moving up to Sir Jamie. He is attacking Sir Jamie. Misses. Sir Jamie has to take a frightening roll. He fails, but this time he's just frightened, so he can swing next turn. Going against Landval. Misses the second one. It hits on a 20.
No.
But it's not a crit.
Yeah, just does 7 damage to you. And you need to take a frightening roll. DC 11. Wisdom.
Another 6. Still frightened.
Oh, so I had advantage on you on the first roll. Let me see if he hits you. No, he does not.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. Sir Jamie actually gets to swing. He's going after the one that just up to fight him. He hits with both. And does 18 damage. He is angry.
Nice.
Next up is Sunset.
Will you allow for called shots?
What does that mean?
Hitting like specific parts of the body, or like an increased.
But with
Trying to do a headshot?
I'd have that. I'll call that with actual ranged weapons, not with magic. And also, you're shooting fireballs. It's not like an aimed skill.
Oh, I was gonna cast Magic Missile, which auto hits pretty much wherever I want.
Yeah, I'll say it. Like, if you want to like shoot at his legs to like take out his legs.
Oh, I was gonna go for the neck.
I will, and you don't have to roll for that, do you? So it's auto hit.
It's auto hit.
That's not fair. No.
Worth a shot. All right, I guess I'll just firebolt again then. At the one in front of Blondval.
Okay.
That's going to be 15.
That hits.
Oh. 6.
Okay.
Highest damage roll yet.
Nice.
Oh no, that was that one. 18, 4, 3. Okay. Anyway, I'm sorry, you did 6? Okay, so that's...
Yep.
Okay. You hit him, and he, again, you knock one of his arms off. And he's starting to be real shambly. He's wavering. Landval, it's your turn.
All right, just keeping at it. One more flame breath.
Just the guy right in front of you. I get a dex save, which I pass.
Oh, too fast. 5. Oh, wow. So 3 points of damage.
Oh god. Well, as surprisingly enough, you breathe on him right in his face because he's right in front of you, and it fills up his mouth and his jaw and his eye sockets, and it burns out the skull from the inside, and it cracks and crumbles, and he dies.
Nice.
Finally.
Kaelin, it's your turn.
All right, left skeleton. Critical hit. 7 on rolled for damage. We'll double that for 14 plus 4. That's 18 plus 8 bonus damage. So that's 26.
Do not
damage.
worry. You slice right. You shoot the arrow right through one of his ribs, through his rib cage, hits his spinal cord, and just snaps it like a twig. And his top half kind of doesn't separate from his body, but it kind of like breaks and like he kind of slumps over and falls over.
Cool.
With that, it is Sam's turn, and he is nowhere to be seen. Jacques is going to take a shot at the last guy. Natural 20s it. Oh, and then rolls max damage. So that is 16 plus 2 is 18 damage. Next up is the skeleton. The skeleton steps in front of Landval, swings at him, and you're scared, so I get this at advantage. Oh, that's a cocked dice. He hits you. Does
My
4...
AC 20.
Yep.
Yeah, but I mean, if you've got +3 to attack,
Sure, yeah.
like you can roll a 17 and hit 20.
Does 6 damage to you. And take a frightened test.
18.
You're good. Next up is Sir Jamie. He is back for revenge. He misses once, but hits once. Does 9 points of damage. With that, the one single skeleton just chipping away, he raises up his sword, his great sword, and slices it down on his shoulder, kind of denting in his plate armor. Sunset, it's your turn.
Oh, let's keep at it. Another firebolt. That'll be a 24 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be another 6 damage.
All right, Landval, it's your turn.
All right, same MO.
How long does this breath weapon last for?
10
10
rounds.
rounds.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
How many rounds are we on?
Less than
Not
10.
10 yet.
So I get a dex save, which I fail.
9 damage.
Oh, he's starting to look a little crispy. He's black scorch marks are all over his armor and his skeletal bones. Kaelin, it's your turn.
Wow, I'm on fire. Another nat 20.
How much damage are you doing?
Nice.
I only rolled a 1 for damage, so it's only 6 damage plus 7 bonus. So it's 13 damage.
13.
Okay.
Still pretty good.
Yeah, again, this arrow, you hit him right in the head again, and it goes through his skull, and it like causes an actual hole, and then that cracks out on the top of his skull. It is now Jacques' turn. He hits. I lost my dice. There we go. Jacques he hits the same hole that you made with your bow, and it goes through the back of the skull and hits the very Robin Hood-esque, and lops his head off, and it kills the last skeleton.
All right.
Hooray.
I'm assuming there's nothing but dust and bones and sword or whatever they're carrying.
Yes, there is. The armor that they're wearing is old and rusted and decrepit, and they're not carrying any gold or anything for sure.
But why? Why not? No jewel
pockets.
encrusted swords.
No
pockets.
jewel encrusted swords.
Darn.
All right, damage check. How we all doing? I'm at 7.
I'm
I'm
still
at-
full health.
19.
But considering the beating that we did just take, yeah, maybe we want to return to a more populated area and rest up.
Yeah, that might be wise.
Had like 3 different battles already. So, all right.
I wish the lady would bless him with some healing arts.
Sir Jamie says, "But wait, where is the halfling who came with you? I cannot leave him alone in this dungeon, with these evils roaming the halls."
He wandered off that way somewhere. It's probably fine.
He's
I'm
an
sure he
excellent
found his
guy.
way to the alehouse.
Sir Jamie says, I must save him," and he starts off down the hall. What would you
Alright.
like to do?
Good luck.
Okay, all right, you let him go. He goes around the corner and is lost to the tunnels. Jacques looks kind of down the hallway with a little bit of trepidation, and he looks at you and he says, I think I would take my chances with you."
Yeah, I cast Cure Wounds on myself in my last spell slot.
Okay.
So,
That is reasonable.
yeah.
Even still, I'm going to recommend we hightail it out of here for now.
Okay.
So you are going where? Where's your intended destination?
Back the way we came, right?
Back
That's
the way
the
you
only way
came.
out I know of.
So,
That's a lot better
so
idea.
Kaelin,
Yeah.
we have something to discuss. You drew on there the chalk mark, but I don't remember you telling me you drew chalk on that wall.
Oh, I drew the chalk mark.
You
on there.
drew the chalk. Well, ooh, I
did.
don't know
It's
if
in
I
my
heard
color.
that. So everyone give me a survival check. At advantage. Because
20.
the chalk's in the wall.
Is 20 good?
20 gets you there.
Well, let's see. I rolled a 14 and a 1.
Got an
Which one are you
11 is
taking?
my high.
So after 10-15 minutes of walking and following your chalk marks, you get back to where it is a little more lit, and it's back to the portions of the catacomb which is like, decorated with Aquitanian symbols, and these are the areas with Aquitanian tombs of knights of the past. So from here you can go back up north, or to the right there is a closed door, a wood door, which is locked. Everyone take a perception check.
8.
8 as well.
The funny is, like, perception checks like this, I roll like, do I think I rolled an 8?
16.
Like, oh no, I got this.
16. Landval and Kaelin, you do realize that there's markings on the floor. Someone has passed by this way since you've been gone. Sunset, you also hear through that wood door, you hear sounds from the other side, but you can't really tell. It's definitely the sounds of humans moving around. It's not threatening, it's not like they're causing a ruckus, but there's someone there moving around.
Well, we'll have to deal with that later. Because I might be at full health, but I'm running dangerously low on spell slots.
Yeah,
You
0.
can use that axe.
No, I can't. I literally can't.
All right,
Okay.
so where does the
So-
group want to go here?
So where do you want to go?
Up and out. I
Up and
would
out.
say. Up and out.
All right.
So you go all of these stairs here up to the center?
Yep.
As you walk up the stairs, you realize that the gate that was enclosing the catacombs has been locked. And there are 2 guards there, 2 more knights, who notice you arrive, and they say, the head of the guard said to not let you out until you have claimed the prize of the whatever, or stop the evil that has been rising from the catacombs. Have you done that?
Yes, we have this axe to show for it.
Okay, you show him the axe.
I mean, it's a magical axe. Like, we beat some pretty big guy here.
Kaelin, give me a persuasion check.
Three?
Yeah, that's about right.
Ooh.
Excellent.
The guards look at the axe, look at you, and a very distrustful expression crosses their face. You can tell. You can tell he's looking at you and said, "I don't believe this stupid Sylvan elf." And
19 persuasion to
oh no!
to come in and-
Kaelin, this is a 1 roll and then it's gone. And they do not open the gate for you.
If we brought back the bodies of their friends, that would endure us to them.
What's the gate made out of? Is it
It's an iron gate.
something? It's an iron gate. I'm assuming there's some sort of lock on it.
It's got a low melting point.
I mean, yeah. I could burn Scorching Ray. Or not Scorching Ray. Actually, it'd be Ray of Frost, but I'd meta magic into a Ray of Fire. Basically, a high-powered laser beam to cut through the metal.
Well,
I like
I think we're on rails here, and we are not going out that way. So we must find another option. So we have these 2. Wait, so can you so these are like hallways, right? But so when we're standing in the center, what do we see on each side? Or is it just too dark?
Yeah, I can. You can definitely reveal something here. Hold on, reveal an area. The one on the left just leads down, and it turns to the right. The one on the right opens up to down here, there is a hallway that goes to the right, and you see it die off down in the stairs.
It goes down.
Yeah, but you can't see past the stairs.
Oh.
There's an elevation change. Yeah.
That's not the right way. Well, we know where there's people. You know.
We can just do a long rest right here.
We could. It's like we need. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna talk to the guards and, like, you know, we need to replenish ourselves. Maybe at least come through the gate long enough to rest, that we may then go back down.
At this point, they have stopped listening to you. They no response.
Well, I mean, I'll settle for a short rest just to get my hit points back. But,
I get nothing back from a short rest.
Yeah, most people don't get anything back from a short rest. Well,
So,
I find it unlikely we will be successful in a long rest. But we can give it a go. What's the
well,
worst that
I mean,
can happen?
a long rest for the two of us is only 4 hours.
That's 4 hours, right?
Yeah.
So is everyone gonna rest?
I'm gonna
Someone-
rest.
Someone needs to hold. All right, so I guess.
I mean, I guess it really depends, because, I mean, we don't all have to rest at the same rate.
Well, it's usually that other people take their 8 hours, and you and I, we do 2 shifts of 4 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, so
But
only
what-
one of us are on.
But what I mean is, like, if we, I mean, depending on how we wanted to do it, you know, if you two wanted to just do a short rest, I could do a long rest so that I actually am useful again. To give you an idea, I have 2 level 1 spell slots and 2 meta magic slots, and then I'm basically running on cantrips the rest of the time.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah, it works for me.
at least you get cantrips.
This is true, but I also don't have any melee capabilities.
Well,
All right,
yeah.
so
No, not really. I kind of do now, but it's a cantrip.
yeah, we can do it. So it's more of a 5-hour block. So you hold watch. We'll take a short rest while you hold the first hour, and then we can keep watch while you get your long 4-hour rest.
I mean, we could also do. I mean, there's also the option of doing it as, you know, only one of you takes a short rest at a time,
Oh yeah, right. Yeah,
right?
a long. Yeah,
So-
sure. Okay.
That way we're not spending 5 hours waiting for something to happen.
Yeah.
All right. So how many hours are you resting?
4.
Or,
All right. Is
So,
anyone staying guard, or is everyone resting?
No,
Oh.
two of us are on watch at all times.
Okay. So
Well,
the first.
2 people are resting. 2 are.
All right. The first
Well,
hour.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out who. So I'm going to be resting all 4 hours.
Yeah,
So,
so
go
like,
to the top of the stairs.
Jacques and I will guard the first hour.
Okay.
Uh,
First hour. First hour. Something shows up.
Oh, good.
Of course.
Let's see here. Landval, if you're there and Jock is there, I need Landval take a perception check.
All right.
I like being
19.
upstairs. There's elevated position.
19. Okay,
Or
you. Let me see here. Let's see if Jacques notices this.
Being very
He
perceptive.
doesn't. So as you're sitting there watch, you hear someone creep, like trying to sneak along this corner. And you hear the footfalls. This person is draped in shadows and is obviously trying to sneak up on you, but he is not aware that you have sensed him.
I call out and alert the group. You there! Show yourself.
Give me intimidation check.
15.
That's decent.
So when you say that, there's a moment of hesitation, and then you see a man step around the corner and come into the light, and it is a man he has a red sash along his waist, and he's bare-chested, and he has tall boots and kind of billowy trousers, if that's the right word. And he's wearing a bandana over his forehead. Also, he is a dark-skinned man, a man from the continent of Tafria. And he says, "Who are you, and what brings you into the caverns, into the catacombs?"
These assholes won't let us out.
That's a great question for you as well, sir.
He says, "Ha
Just
ha ha."
wandering about in the dark.
He says, "Ha ha ha. There is no reason to go up into the keep. All the riches are down here."
Riches? I have seen nothing to say there's riches in this filthy hole.
You do not have the eyes. You don't know where to look. This group is you adventurers are loud and make so much noise, even the dead can hear you. But I walk quietly. And with that, he walks and disappears down the hall to the left.
Okay.
So that's the first hour. You didn't really wake the
Curious.
Sunset and Kaelin are still asleep. So the second hour, third hour, fourth hour. We're good. You got through 4 hours.
Okay. I will take my long rest then. And I guess each of you get a short rest, because you would have switched off in between.
Yep. I'm gonna roll. Oh, do I need? Yeah, I'm gonna roll 2d10. 18. Okay. Well, all right. I'm at max self.
Close enough. 36 out of 40. All right. Well, apparently there's vast riches in this catacomb, according to our mysterious stranger. Shall we go the opposite direction?
Well, I mean, we still have two routes in the maze that we could look at.
Two
Plus,
routes in the
that's where
maze.
and two wayward companions.
The doorway down here, and then either left or right up here.
Or the staircase?
Or the staircase.
Or the door where we heard people behind.
Yeah.
We've listed everything.
Okay. So
Got a lot of options.
Yeah. I would say at the very least we should probably attempt to find our companions.
you want to go back all the way that way?
I mean, we're rested up now.
Okay, sure. All right.
Hell, if need be, I can throw Dragon's Breath on 2 people. And it'll only cost me 1 spell slot.
All right. So
Dragon's
we're gonna
Breath.
backtrack to the main maze.
All
Yep.
right, you going back to the maze? Here we go.
To the maze.
All right, so you have 2 options left. You're going for it. So where do you end up is the question. Ooh, there we go.
Well, don't we get to make a survival check?
Yeah, give me a survival check.
Well, that'll be an 8 for me.
I got a 4.
What are we rolling?
Survival.
Oh, okay. Oh, I got a 19.
Oh,
You're in the team again.
Perfect.
so you get to choose where you want to go. Of these 2 options up top.
Okay, we'll go with that one.
All
I'm
right.
gonna choose a brighter color. Let's choose a red. That's better. I like that.
So you go in here. Ignore the way to the left. Let's just say that doesn't exist. But you come to the right. There's a doorway. That's a stone door this time. This one is emblazoned. Carved into the stone door is the symbol of the scarab that you have on your necklace, Kaelin.
Oh, okay. Sounds promising.
You should touch it.
Oh,
Touch
yeah,
the door.
let's do. All right, I'm gonna touch the door.
Okay, here we go. Roll
Let's
for
do
initiative.
this. Oh.
As you lay your hand on the door,
23.
the outline of the scarab glows and the door cracks open, and with that, like dust comes out, like stale air. It hasn't been open in a very long time. But inside, as the doors open, something large and looming starts to move in the darkness. And inside, what looks like a giant skeletal snake rises from the stone floor, and on top of the snake is a skeleton with a large sickled sword on top, rising up, and then it goes up and opens its mouth and lets out a silent, dusty scream, and it charges at you.
Okay.
Ba-da-ba. So, what did everyone roll for initiative?
Kaelin has 23.
7.
5.
Did someone else get double digits, please? It kind of doesn't matter. at this point.
Jacques rolled a 17 for Jacques. And for the giant beast, it rolled. I gotta find my stat sheet here. There we go.
Like, do I want to go in there?
Oh boy.
Pretty good with the
Rolled
bow last time.
a
Yeah, stick
19.
with the ranged.
Yeah.
So, Kaelin, you were the top of the boat here.
Yeah. Uh-huh. All right. Yeah,
Back into the maze.
Yeah, I'll just take a shot of bow. So I got to target either the mount or the skeleton on top, right?
Say again.
that the way it works? I got to target. Like, there's a snake mount, and then there's the skeleton on top, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll target the rider. 5 is not gonna do it.
That is not gonna do it. Nope.
Nope.
Do you want to move at all?
Sure. I'll move away from it for a little bit. I'm gonna go over here.
Run away! With that, the giant snake charges through the door, straight at Lanval, and attacks. Hold on one second here. What does the spell Dancing Lights do?
Dancing Lights creates
Pretty good.
a basically outline around any creature caught in the area of effect, and
Oh,
any
yeah.
attacks against those creatures are made with advantage. It can target yourself as well as allies
Actually, you know what?
if they are caught in the area of effect.
It does not charge. I lied. I completely lied. As it stands there, all of a sudden, the rider raises up his arm and screeches out, and all of a sudden, an orb of black, kind of where no light enters, starts on his hand and expands, and covers the whole room in darkness, in magical darkness.
Oh shit.
So you cannot see him right now, but that is
We
his turn.
could use dancing lights. That would help.
Well, we wouldn't be able to. Maybe
Oh,
it
no,
would
I
be
guess
magical light.
Yeah.
I
Doesn't matter.
think.
It's moot.
I'm assuming he casts darkness, right? He casts the sphere of darkness or whatever.
Yeah,
Let's see
so
here. I
there
just
might
want
be
to
like a-
review this because I
um,
don't know it that well. Where are you? Darkness, 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 darkness. Darkness. Concentrate up to 10 minutes. Magical darkness spreads from a point you choose that fills a 15-foot radius sphere. So it's almost the whole room. Oh, it's radius, so it is the whole room. Corners, creatures, dark vision. Even creatures with dark vision can't see through it. Yeah, it's just no one can see him. It's completely opaque.
I immediately regret this decision. Whose turn is it?
It is now Jacques' turn. He is going to take a wild shot into the darkness with his bow, which he misses,
Yep.
and then he's going to stay where he is. Next up is Sunset.
So, well, let's just do this. Oh, damn that wording. I was going to cast Magic Missile. I have to be able to see the target.
Yep, you do.
Oh man, good stuff.
The breath weapon might not, right? You just point it in a direction.
Yeah, well that would work, but you have to get within 15 feet.
Okay, you got this. I got faith in you.
Oh, I'm not getting it within 15 feet. Initially, I was going to cast Scorching Ray and then back way up.
All right, time's running out. Quick.
Yeah, darkness only lasts 100 rounds of combat. It's cool.
Yeah. The real question is, was it cast on the room, or was it cast on something that it is carrying, where it will move with it?
Yeah, like itself. So, I don't know.
It's gonna stay there because it spreads from a point. You don't cast it on an item.
You can cast it on an item.
The magical darkness spreads from a
on an
point you
object you are
choose.
holding or one that isn't being worn or carried. The darkness emanating from the object moves with it, completely covering the source of the darkness with an opaque
Oh,
object.
okay.
So, so
Yeah, you can cast on yourself and just bring the globe of darkness with you.
no,
Just to
I don't
tap
think
the
you can
dark?
cast it on yourself, and you can't cast it on anything that's being worn or carried. But if you're holding something like a coin and you throw it, it will, like with light, So actually, it probably would just stay there then.
All right, time's running down. If you
Okay.
don't do make an action quick, I'm gonna move on.
All right. You know what? I'm just gonna back up. Let's see, 5, 10, 15. Yeah, we'll just move 15 feet back, and that'll be my turn.
All right, Lanval, it's your turn.
Well, I have nothing that'll permeate the darkness, so I think we just get the heck out of here.
All right, Kaelin, your turn.
I'll take a pot shot in the darkness. I don't know. I mean, we'll let you determine what happens.
Disadvantage for sure.
Double disadvantage. All right, so on standby. Is the roll 1 and roll a 2? No. First one was a 3. So, all right, and then movement action 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
All right, with that, you can hear the monster swarming around this room, knocking over things and screaming its breathless scream. And the darkness begins to spread out of the room. You don't know where he is, so I'm going to move him out. But the darkness starts moving out of the room, and with that, you see a bow shot shoot out of the darkness and miss Jacques here and clangs off the wall.
Well, clearly they have vision. Awesome.
Not necessarily.
All right, it's Jacques' turn. He runs with you guys for sure. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. All right, it's now Sunset's turn.
What is that? 7?
All right, you have now entered the maze. What is your intent? Are you just running randomly? Are you trying to get back to where you came from? What's your intent?
Back to where we came from. We didn't put any arrows down this time though, so unless we find some of our arrows.
There we go. All right, so
we can go down one of the other pathways.
Give me a survival check. No one marked chalk this time. I know no one said anything. So give me a survival check at disadvantage because you're running away from this enemy.
9.
No, just Sunset.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. What is that? 4.
So we're all
Okay,
gonna get
goodness
lost
gracious.
separated.
Let's see here. Okay. Oh man. As you run rapidly away from this monster, which you still hear behind you, you start taking in your stress and in your the heat of the moment. You start turning down hallways that don't seem familiar to you, and all of a sudden you turn around a corner and shockingly you end up right where we were trying to go. Your basic instinct of direction takes you the right way.
Nice.
Next up is Landval. Would you like to try to follow Sunset or do something
Of
else?
course. I will pursue him
Okay, give
into the
me
darkness.
give me a athletics check to keep up with Sunset.
All right. Got 17.
That you do it. You stick right behind her. Let's see here, Kaelin. What do you want to do?
Same. So roll survival.
Athletics check. You're trying to keep up with the group in front of you.
Oh, that's not 4.
You rolled a
Is
4?
Okay? Is 4 a 4? No, I rolled a 6.
That should
I
do
got
it.
a 4.
Still didn't do it. Okay,
No.
now give me a survival check.
12.
12. Okay. Let's see here. In that case, I'm gonna do. Okay. As the Landval and Sunset race ahead of you, you stumble for a second and you lose them around a corner, and in the heat of the moment, you kind of you lose them and you stop hearing them, and all of a sudden, you're taking turns that you're not sure you went down the right way, and you end up here in the hallway where the Green Knight was alone. With that, let's see here. Everyone, give me a perception check.
Nine.
3.
Kaelin has 9.
13.
You definitely hear the monster moving along. You can hear like the bones of the bottom of the snake's rib cage rubbing against the stone floor, like it's coming for you. With that, he jumps out. Actually, you don't even know if this is happening right now, so I'm just gonna roll some dice. You guys can just talk amongst yourselves.
If we're next to each other.
So, how's
Well,
it going for you guys?
At the very least, you wound up in a passageway that has arrows pointing to the exit.
That's true. Alright. Sure. Slow down and gather my wits.
What does poison do again?
Kills Frenchmen.
A poison creature has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Okay.
It doesn't actually, like, deal
It's
any
not-
damage
yeah.
over time.
It's more like drug. Well, not like lethal. Yeah, more like drug than poison.
Yeah.
All right, and with that, you are now alone. You hear the sounds. You hear a scream in the dark, and then you hear silence. And with that, we are out of combat.
Oh yeah, I guess we are. The threat is not immediately apparent.
I suggest we wait a few turns to see if anybody.
So
Catches up with
before
us.
you talk, Kaelin, what do you want to do?
Yes. I want to see if I find any arrows to make my way back to the exit.
Yeah, give me a survival check. At advantage now because you're back in the area where you left the chalk markings.
Well, that 4 is not going to do it. And I rolled a 4, so on advantage I get a 6.
Whew, that's not good. Okay, let's see here.
I'm doing my best. Doing my best.
As you continue down the hallway, thinking you're going the right direction of the chalk, but you realize you're going the opposite direction of the chalk, and you end up in this room where you were.
Okay, cool. That was the plan.
Well done.
Kaelin and not Kaelin, Sunset and Lanval, what do you want to do?
We do we hear anything coming out of the maze anymore?
Give me a perception check. Lanval also.
Ooh. That is going to be a natural 20, 23
Ooh.
total.
Ooh.
Nice.
You
I got an
do.
11.
You don't hear anything, Lanval, but Sunset does hear something very distant off. You hear, like, moaning. Someone trying to speak, but they're gagged.
Huh.
It's a sad sound. It's like, you know, like.
Does it sound French?
You rolled a 20, so I'll say yes. You rolled a 20, so yes. It sounds there's a French accent to that moaning.
Wow, good ears.
Yeah. Oh man.
Well, should we just split up and then just make sure everyone's in different parts of the dungeon now?
Covered.
Don't split the party.
Well, I think we should
As
try
much
to
as I
find...
want to, don't split the party.
All right, so that's really your
Sorry.
action. Kaelin, what do you want to do now?
I want to make another attempt to find my way back to the entrance.
Okay, do it at advantage this time.
Okay, that's a 7, and that's a 14.
Okay. Oh boy, Kaelin. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy. With that, you travel up and like you see some chalk markings. You're like, oh, I remember the way. And you start traveling, and all of a sudden, you realize the chalk markings you were trying to follow were not the chalk markings that you made, or they're not even chalk markings at all. It looks like something solid or hard scraped against the wall, and you are now, how do I describe this, a long ways away from where you have any idea where you are, and you end up at this new opening up here.
Yeah.
Let me move this out of the way. Hold on. There we go.
You were just waiting for an opportunity for us to get just completely scattered.
This is all dice. I have a system in my head, and you have failed a lot of rolls.
Yeah.
Give me a perception check.
11.
Okay. Now give me a stealth check.
Oh, okay. Oh God. So with a +6, I rolled a 9.
You're supposed to be good at stuff. What happened?
I'm scared and lost.
All right, with that, you turn the corner, and you enter a new room
Yay.
that has 2 of the heavily armored skeletons guarding a passageway, a stairway leading down into the darkness.
So not to heaven. Okay.
And with that, I need you to roll initiative because they heard you. Actually, no. Actually, hold on 1 second. Let me check one thing first. What is their passive perception?
No. I already rolled. I rolled a natural 20.
I don't believe you. Let me
check the log in D&D Beyond.
Yeah, it's right there. It's 24. You rolled a nat 20.
Well, didn't you just say you rolled a stealth check of something
for his
low?
initiative.
Oh,
yeah.
This is your.
You told me to roll for initiative.
Oh, this is initiative. Gotcha. Wait. So what did you roll for your stealth check? I'm confused.
Stealth check was a 9.
Okay. And where are you? There you are. You know what? They do not hear you. They do not approach you, but you can see them.
Okay. I don't want to see them anymore. We want to see different people now. So.
All right. So are you gonna attempt to go back again?
Yeah. I'll go back in the other wrong direction and maybe make
Can he use his initiative roll?
Yeah. Your next roll would have been a 20.
Yeah.
But hold on 1 second here. Okay. By some miracle, you make it back just taking random turns, purely the luck of the gods. You make it back here, and as you turn the corner, you're confronted all of a sudden. You weren't even expecting, but you turn the corner, and there standing is Landval.
Oh.
Well, hello there. Where have you been?
Hello. Making new friends. Seeing the sights.
You find Sam Sandwich out there somewhere?
No. I did
No,
not.
no food.
Well, that should make the old pit fighting easier.
So I heard Jacques moaning out there. Do we want to try and go rescue him?
No, I'm fine with them distracting the attacker while we make our escape.
Good enough for me.
What's Jacques done for us lately?
Exactly. What has Jacques done
He
for
was
us
a distraction, so we could get away.
Exactly. We will toast you.
And we
at
should
our
honor
next
his sacrifice
Let's have a
by
drink in his
bravely
name.
running away.
drink.
It's what he would have done to us.
Yep.
You're not
Yes, you-
wrong.
Okay.
Yeah. So how about we go check out this place over here?
Huh? What place? Oh, okay. Sure. Can you lead us there?
Well, we don't need to.
Oh, we're out
Make-
of the maze now.
We're out of the maze.
Yeah, this is the actual map. So as you turn the corner here, some things happen. Not happen, but you'll see. This leads
a
on
globe
another.
of darkness that's slowly enveloping us.
Two clothes of darkness.
It's a
That's
hallway
a lot of doors.
with a door on the left and right, and the door directly ahead of you. This is obviously a dark area of the catacombs. The outline of the door is light, like there's light being produced on the other side of that door, and you hear voices, human voices, in fact.
Okay.
Hmm.
That sounds promising. It's better than
Well,
skeleton.
Landval, you're human.
Yeah, you're human. You
Can
got
I strain my ears to hear whatever insight these voices might offer us.
We probably need to get closer to the door before we can actually understand anything they'd be saying.
I don't know. It hasn't worked out very well for us so far.
Well, we just need to make sure we don't touch doors that have sigils that match magical necklaces we happen to be wearing.
Hey, I'm just doing what you tell me.
I know.
I walked in the hallway and I straighten my ears to hear what I can from the
I'll move up to the entrance of
muffled
the
voices.
there and provide covering fire should he need it.
Okay, and I'll watch this.
I mean, I guess I could have provided.
Give me
covering
a
fire from-
give me a stealth check, Landball. And you're wearing heavy armor, so at disadvantage.
Yep.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
So that was all right. A 3 is my low.
Clunk, clunk, clunk.
Just a straight
clunk.
3.
Hey, you guys. What are you doing
No,
there?
sorry. That is in fact a natural 1.
That's a natural. Jesus
What?
Christ, guys, you're killing me. As you clink, 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 walk up to the door, all jolly like skipping almost. You do hear something through the door, and you hear a female voice yell out. It says, "Do you hear that? Someone's coming!" And then you hear another voice. Oh, actually, hold on, guys. Okay, hold on. I've been waiting to do this. This is gonna be great. You hear you hear a female voice say,
Who's over there? What are we? Who's coming to the door?
that was pretty good, right? That was pretty good.
What is this? Wow. That's pretty great.
And then a male voice says, "Don't worry who's coming to the door. You've betrayed us." And the male voice says, This used to be the most lucrative place to hunt, to scavenge, to fuel the to fill the coffers of the Crow Society, and now skeletons roam the hallways. What have you brought us here? With that, what would you like to do?
Well,
By Crow Society, do you mean the Guild of the Crow?
Who said that before?
The chick from the tavern that was dancing on the table when we entered, that broke into the hotel room.
It might be the same thing.
That's what I have in my notes. Is Guild
Yeah.
of the Crow.
It might be the same
Calypso?
thing. It might not.
Who am I talking?
You
Okay.
don't know. You
Maybe-
don't know.
Okay.
But he
Maybe the
definitely
same, maybe not.
says.
Okay.
He says the Crow Society.
well, let's say we pop in there and greet our new friends. This
There you-
door?
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? It's the door directly in front of you where the sound's coming from. Yeah.
That one.
No. Okay.
Just
Landval
gonna-
goes in.
Hello.
The door is unlocked, and as you enter, you are in a large room that is well lit with a large bonfire, and standing behind that table there is, hold on one second here, let me get this going, is the woman, the Tafarian woman from the unicorn's bounty, who was singing on the table, and then later she's also the person who confronted you in your inn room, saying to you to not trust the doors. And as you enter, she turns and faces you and looks at you with a surprise and then a little bit of relief in her eyes.
Well, you're right about those doors.
Treacherous things. A lot of snakes behind them. Big ones.
You guys haven't seen any skeleton snakes in here, have you?
I'd like to point out that me and Kaelin are flanking the door on the outside, not having
So,
entered.
Are you intentionally trying to hide there, the two of you?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right, both of you
Sure.
take a stealth check.
Got this. Got a good feeling.
15.
18.
Wow. Nice.
So with that, Calypso looks at you and says, "The knight. You're the knight from the unicorn's bounty. What are you doing here?" And then she looks nervously at the two other Tafrian gentlemen on both sides with her, and she says, "Help me against these grave robbers, and you will and I'll be ever in your debt." And with that, she backflips, and everyone roll for initiative.
All right. Ooh,
17.
21.
Oh.
Wow.
Well.
Jacques is missing 12.
I got all my good rolls out at the beginning of the game. Rolled that 24 on the first initiative, and it's been all downhill.
Okay, so Calypso, who is right here, rolls a 13. And the two grave robbers are going to roll a a 20. So that means Lanval, you go first.
All right. I'm just gonna charge this dude here and base tank away. So I attack with my longsword. Roll a 23
Is she an
Bet.
ally?
and do 10 points damage.
10
Because
points.
if she's an ally, he's flanking and gets advantage.
Yeah, you hit anyway, don't worry.
Well, but there's a possibility he could roll a 20.
True, re-roll it.
All right. Probably not. More likely, but let's find out. Oh, no, 19.
Very close.
Very close.
So you hit how much damage did you do? 15, you said? Something like that?
No, it was
10.
10.
10, okay. Next up are the bandits. With that, the one turns to face you, and he says, what are you doing? We can, with the amount of money she has, we could be rich. Join us.
Money. I care not for money. Duh.
And with that, he swings at you, because he didn't like your answer. And you're 20?
Yes.
He hits once. And does a whopping 4 damage. No, I'm sorry, 5 damage. Turns around, whips out his scimitar, and like rakes it across your chest. And it cuts you kind of on both sides of your breastplate. The other guy swings on Calypso. And yeah, okay. 1 hit. Does 4 damage to Calypso. Again, the other bandit does the same thing, but Calypso is a little less armored than you are. And with that, it is Kaelin's turn. You are currently hidden from anyone right now.
Alright, well, I think I can take them, so I'm gonna move up. And I'm gonna use my melee attack. So, first attack with, no, so that is the 10 to hit. That is not gonna work, so using my bonus action to take a swing is the, well, It is not the main attack, but it is still the same source. Okay, so it is 17 to hit.
That
So
hits.
Actually, it's 23 to hit. With 6 damage plus 5, so that's 11 damage.
11 damage to the guy on the left.
Yep.
Okay. You sneak up on him. Oh, this was a attack of surprise too. That does double damage, doesn't it? Sunset, do you remember?
It's advantage.
I mean,
Oh, okay. So you hit. So you did. Yeah, we did it right then.
okay.
Oh wait, hold on. We gotta get the right music going here, guys. I gotta remember to keep doing this. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, next up is Calypso herself.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. She uses a disengage action, flips over the table,
What?
and goes to here. Next up is Sunset.
Oh, she's running away.
Okay. One, two, three. I could make it there, but I don't see the point. I'll just do this. I'm gonna step inside. And then I am going to cast Scorching Ray.
Mm-hmm.
So that is 3 rays, and I can have any number of them target any number of creatures
Mm-hmm.
up to 3. So one of them is going to target that one, and then 2 of them are going to target this one.
Okay. Do I get a dex or a saving throw?
No, it's attack rolls.
Okay, gotcha.
So the first guy on the left there, closest to Landval, is... Oh, that's probably going to hit. That's a 25 to hit.
That definitely hits.
First attack on the other one. That's going to be a 9. It's probably
That
not
does
gonna
not hit.
Ah! But is it surprise?
Yes, this is surprise this round.
Oh, well, okay, that's still a 9 because I rolled a natural 1 on the second for the advantage.
All right, it's the third
All right.
attack.
So second attack on him, that is going to be a 16, but let's roll the advantage. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Ooh. So damage on the guy on the left first.
Well, hold on. Let me roll the advantage on the first guy as well, just to see if I get another nat 20.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, that's just a 17. But it's
Yeah, it
less
just
than what
hits.
it was originally.
Yeah.
So. Okay, so damage on the first guy. So it's 2d6, which is going to be 6. So that'll be 12, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It was 6 total. And then damage on the first guy is going to be 5 damage.
Okay. With that, you shoot these rays in, and it, like, completely unsuspected, hits them right in the side of the face, and it even lights kind of one of their bandanas on fire, and they yelp out with, like, complete surprise. Landval, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna attack again. I'm gonna try one of my maneuvers though and add a d8 to my attack roll. So,
Okay.
23 to hit.
That definitely hits, yeah.
And only 5 damage though.
That's it? Jesus.
And
5 damage. Okay. Okay, is that your turn?
That's all I got.
All right, so next up are the bandits. First of all, the one facing Landval goes right after him, just screaming, yelling a battle cry in a foreign language you don't understand. Whew. Hits once, does 5 damage. The other guy is so enraged, he basically vaults over this table. He has to do an acrobatics check, which he passes, and then he's running straight to Calypso, which gives Kaelin an attack of opportunity on him.
Okey-doke. He has not taken damage yet, so...
Yes, he has.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
yeah?
Both of them have taken damage.
Okay, so 19 to hit.
That hits.
So, and then that is 8 damage, and then plus Colossus Slayer bonus damage. So that's 13 damage total.
Okay.
Right in the back.
You slice him on the arm as he runs by, and he screams out, and like blood, like, you know, shoots out behind him as he's running past. But he's just so enraged with Calypso, he goes after her. He swings on Calypso. Oh boy. Hits twice.
Hits
Does
twice.
6, 7, 8. Okay. All right, 8. Okay, there we go. He swings down, and Calypso just barely ducks out of the way, but she takes it in her arm, and she screams out in pain.
Ow!
Sorry, I can't get enough of that. Next up's Kaelin.
All right. We are going to continue attacking the dude I'm directly in contact with. So
The one
that
next to
is
Landval?
Correct, the one next to Landval.
Okay.
First sword attack is not a hit, so using my bonus action for my second attack. And that is a 12 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay, well, that is my turn.
All right, next up's Calypso. She turns to face her attacker. There we go. Hits both times. She, Calypso, out from her belt, which you didn't even notice it was there, she pulls out 2 daggers, which are basically like almost short swords, but they're daggers, and does a crossing action like this, swipes him, and does a bunch of damage to him. Okay, and like swipes across his chest, basically carving an X in his shirt. And that is okay. Next up is Sunset.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to twin spell my firebolt. One at each of them.
Okay.
So we'll do the closer one first, the one right next to Calypso. Well, that's not going to hit. It's a nat 1.
Oh no, that does not hit.
So let's try the other one. Oh my god.
Nat 1 again?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Nice.
You
Wow.
basically, you lined up facing, like you're like aiming at them, and you shoot, and it just basically goes into the ceiling. It was pretty horrible.
Yep. So what I'm gonna do is, because I'm not gonna let that stand.
Yeah.
I'm going to use quicken spell. Yeah, I'm gonna quicken spell magic missile. And
Yeah.
I'm a little irritated, so I'm gonna do it at second level. So 2 bolts are gonna hit each of them.
Okay.
And that is 1d4 plus 1 for each
Do I
bolt.
Do I get a saving throw on this?
Nope, no save, auto hits. So that is 7 damage to the one near Calypso, and 7 damage to the other one.
Okay.
So 7 damage to each one.
It blasts over them, and you see them flinch as it hits their shoulder, but they're still pretty focused on the enemy in front of them. Next up is Lanval.
Alright, I keep pressing my attack. Gonna use a regular roll this time. 22.
That definitely hits.
And only 4 damage. Not the 4s again.
All right, next up are the bandits. The one going at Lanval swings really speedily. Misses once, hits once, misses 3 times. So 1 hit, take 5 damage. The other one swings on a Calypso. Oh boy, hits twice. Oops. Misses once, so that's 6 damage to Calypso. These guys, the way they fight is they've got, if you feel like they've got 6 daggers at all times dancing around. They're slicing, their rapid movement with their hands. Kaelin, it's your turn.
All right. Attacking the top right one. That's engaged with Lanval.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
11 damage. All right. Bonus action. Is 8 to hit. Which is
That does not hit.
Okay.
This guy is getting pretty bloodied. He's got cuts all over his arms from this knife fight, basically. With next turn, it is Calypso, and with this
How much damage did I?
What?
How much damage did I take from that last attack?
5.
Yeah,
5.
5. Yeah,
Thanks.
it wasn't a whole lot.
8.
But
You
that-
holding up?
Calypso takes a disengage action and disappears down this hallway, which is kind of covered in darkness right now, so you don't see where she goes. Next up is Sunset.
Man, why are we doing her dirty work?
It's a good question.
Ew,
Um,
dirty.
Yeah, it's true. Oh, who goes it?
I am gonna move over here, and then I'm gonna cast Burning Hands at the first
Holy
level.
shit!
You are out of
okay.
range. The reason I moved where I did was so that I wouldn't hit you, but it will hit him.
Wow, yep. You were very upset about that scene, it would seem.
Do I get a saving throw on this?
Yes, this is DC 14 dex. You probably have a lot of dex though, so
He passes.
I figured. It is gonna be 3d6, and it'll be half of that. So that is a 2, that is a 4, and that is a 2.
So 4 damage. 4 damage.
Hold on.
Oh.
I still have sorcery points. I'm going to use Empowered Spell, and I'm just going to reroll all of them. Those are all terrible numbers. Actually, no, I'm just going to reroll the 2s because it was 2 2s and a 4.
Yeah.
There we go. That's a 6. And that's another 4. So that is
14, so you do 7.
14, 7.
Nice.
Okay. With that, you blast him, and he his beard is literally singed off the half of his face, and he's just snarling mad. He's really, but he's limping, and he looks weary, and his clothes are singed all over. He's starting to slow down. It is now Landval's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna keep on keeping on. 23 to hit.
That hits.
And 6 damage.
6 damage. You keep slicing at him. This is a real knife fight. He's bleeding all over the place, but he's still standing. Next up are the bandits. The one facing Landval swings at him. Nope. And nope. Misses all 3. And then the one down below. You see him hesitate before he goes in that doorway, but then he realizes it, turns around and swings on Kaelin. What's your AC, Kaelin?
Well, since it's using my first reaction, it is 18.
Hits once.
Damn
Does
it.
3 damage. Only 3 damage.
Okay.
And with that, it is Kaelin's turn.
Well, I guess I know who my new target is.
I was really hoping you'd swing on me. I wanted to laugh as his
So that was
attack
11
bounced off me.
to hit.
That
is
misses.
Gonna be a fail. And we'll try that again. And the second that was an 8 to hit. That will also fail.
That also fails. Okay. It's now Sunset's turn.
Run out of steam here.
What do I want to do? I'll just hit him with a firebolt. That's going to be 21 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Yeah, 4 damage.
4 damage on the guy. The guy closest to you?
The guy closest.
You hit him, and he stumbles over, and he drops to one knee. He's breathing heavily, and it looks like all over his arms are all burnt, like starting to bubble. He's really hurting. Landval, it's your turn.
Pressing the attack. Oh, 13 to hit.
That misses.
Okay, I'm going to use one of my extra maneuver dice, since I can use it after I roll. That makes it a 20.
That hits.
And 8 damage.
8 damage. The one there. 8. Save. With that, as he's raising up to throw his knife at you with 2 fingers like this, you slice up with your sword, slice him all the way across the chest, up into his jaw and over the top of his head, as he gurgles and falls backwards with the knife still in his hand. He is dead.
Nice.
Next up is the last guy. He is going after Kaelin. 1 hit, 2 hits. take 10 damage.
Okay.
And Kaelin, it's your turn.
All right. Time for some payback. First attack. It is a 14 to hit.
That does not hit.
Next one is 20.
That hits.
13 damage.
With this, you take your two short swords and reach them all the way back, and then slice them together, both of them right into his head, both sides of his head, in the ear sockets, and he just looks at you. His face is bright, wide eyes, and he's and then just falls, crumples in front of you. He is dead.
Nice. All right, that was successful, sort of. Now we're kind of confused on what the hell we're doing here, and Calypso ran off. Like,
Yep.
What just happened?
What do these guys have on them?
Oh, they have
sharp things. I
they have no
imagine.
armor. Just basically like leather armor. They both have leather armor. They have daggers, multiple daggers each of them, and they both are carrying about 5 gold.
All right.
What about this room? Anything of interest? Like start kicking around things and checking stuff out.
You activate all the traps and we die.
All the traps.
All of them. Every last one. You activate a trap that teleports the giant bone snake directly into this room. But he's 4 times bigger and just crushes us against all the walls.
Love it.
There are no traps. But on the table, you notice... Well, first of all, on the table, you notice looks like a hand-drawn, kind of sketched over and then erased and then sketched over again map of the catacombs. Kind of a piecemeal map.
Okay.
You find in the top left corner, you find, let's say 3 or 4 rations, meals. Looks like beef jerky, dried meat. The source of the meat, you have no idea. And then in the back right corner, there are what looks like suits of armor, pieces of Equitanian armor, but they're all simple and not well made. No like beautiful, no like handcrafted armor is over there, and there's no jewels, nothing really of value. And then as you look down this doorway to the left, you see this used to be like a jail. These are individual hold on 1 second here. Individual cells, but the gates have been long gone, long disassembled, and are kind of just little cubbies in there. And in each one, you find a chest. A locked chest in each of them.
Nothing to see here. Let's go.
I want to try to take a peek at those chests.
You want middle, left, or right?
It's a good question. I think I want to start out by do we have any long sticks?
Long sticks,
And
no.
a pole or
Probably
You
the
got
closest,
the axe.
the closest thing you have to a long stick is the axe.
okay. Somebody go poke at each of the chests before we try to open them, just in case they're.
Somebody.
All right. You got it, boss. Got
Oh,
this.
Jesus. So tell me what you do exactly, Kaelin.
I'm not asking you to swing on it. Just gently poke it. See
Swing
if
it.
So, hey, Landfall, can I borrow your shield?
Sure.
Give me
Just like my
Hold
old
it just
shield.
like, dink.
as you poke the chest, give me a perception check.
I still have my old shield too, so if it blows up in your face, it's
I
destroyed. All good.
got a 5.
As you poke the chest, it seems solid. It seems locked. The lid's not coming up. But as far as you can tell, there's no like pressure trap or anything like it. The chest shifted on the floor, so there's no trap there.
Cool. Put the shield down. Get the axe in both hands. Give it a swing.
No, because there might be things that could be damaged inside there. How about I try to
Okay.
pick it?
Do you have a
That'd
lockpick?
just be sleight of hand, right?
What?
I guess.
I'm a ranger. I have locks. Don't have locks in the woods.
I have a guy's kit and forgery kit. Wouldn't have any lock picks or anything.
All right, I'm gonna take a swing at the lock.
Okay, all right.
Right, it's just
fine.
like a padlock, right? On a chest.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take a swing at it with the axe. So, what? Is there an action?
Take a perception check.
Oh, fine. 6. I got this.
As you raise the axe to swing down, Calypso steps out of the second, and she says,
What are you doing? Those are my treasures. You'll hurt them.
but before you, since you rolled so poorly in the perception, you swing anyway. Give me an attack roll with strength.
11.
You hit the chest, you hit the lock. As the
Good.
axe lands, it explodes. The
big way?
lock explodes directly out at you, and you take 10 damage.
Oh. All right, down to 5.
As it explodes, it knocks you back against the wall here, and you fall prone. With that loud explosion, Calypso looks around and looks very worried. And with that, she steps forward and says,
How can you be so stupid? This is my my stash for raiding these catacombs. You're destroying everything.
Don't put exploding traps on your chest.
You could have mentioned that the chests were trapped. You could have helped us more with the grave
Tomb
robbers,
Raiders.
tomb raiders, whatever you want to call them.
I am no fighter. I'm here to sleuth and to pick this catacomb clean.
I guess we're here to tax you.
What are you finding in these catacombs?
give me
So
give me an intimidation check with those words.
Oh yeah.
Can
7.
can I roll it?
She's
Really anything above a
I'm not
10?
happy. I just took 10 damage from one of her bombs that she neglected to mention.
she scoffs at you and says,
I know all the secrets of this catacombs. I know all the exits and all the entrances. You would be wise to
Okay.
listen to me.
Then speak quicker.
Speak quick.
What do you care to know? You're the one who is attacking.
I was referencing the trapped chests.
Yes, I protected my treasures, just like anyone would.
And you could have mentioned something sooner before the unfortunateness of recent events.
The traps on my chest did their job. You were trying to steal my things.
We assumed you gone. You disappeared. As you say, you know all of the entrances and exits. How were we to know you were still around? You
With
seemed
that,
keen to get out of here in the first place.
You seem to not be interested in my help. With that, I bid you adieu.
with that, she takes out of her pocket very quickly, flicks something right at Kaelin out of her hand. It's so quick you don't even know what it is. Kaelin, give me a straight dex roll.
Oh, with my +6 dex, 18.
It's not a saving throw. It would just be a straight dex roll, so it would only be +4.
Oh, okay, sure. Okay, fine. So it's 16.
16. With that, you are fast enough that you reach your hand up and grab it right in your hand near your face.
That doesn't sound like a good thing.
Actually, it's probably for the best.
As
Okay.
you open your hand and look at it, it's a single copper coin with the symbol of a crow on one side and the symbol of a clef note, like a musical note with a sword through it on the other side. And
Okay.
give me one more perception check. All three of you.
8.
That's gonna be 21.
Ooh. Landval?
9.
Okay. You seem to be the only one who noticed this, Sunset, but as you are distracted, Calypso returns to this cell and slips around the corner.
So what's in the
I mean-
chest?
I'll make my way over here and see if. Does it just look like an empty room?
There's another. It's an empty room with a chest in it.
How damaged does the chest that exploded look?
It's
Is it like just?
shattered. Whatever was inside of it is gone. It looks like there were papers in it. That's what the remnants are, but they are burned up.
Hmm.
Well,
Do you want to go after these other chests? Try to go after Calypso, or do you want to look at the map that was in the main room?
Let's start by looking at the map.
Oh, right.
Okay.
So let me zoom out here. So, oh, this isn't very good. There we go. So, loosely from the map, you notice that the stairway on the far left, that where the two guards were that Kaelin almost ran into, that leads down to what's marked on the map as just the tomb and there's nothing beyond the stairs. Let me just do a little bit of tinkering here before I reveal this to you.
Get rid of all of your hidden baddies.
You hit the nail on the head. Okay. Let's see here. Bam. 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 Alright, so first off, the maze part that I was making you roll for, now you do no longer need to roll in that maze portion. You just go wherever you want.
Okay.
Second off,
Except for the fact that there's a giant skeletal snake roaming around there now.
that might be a problem, but all of the rooms I revealed are marked with different names. They're the families that have been buried in these tombs. The only thing that's unmarked is where the stairs are to the right, that doorway off to the hallway off to the right. That leads off to something marked that's unmapped but marked as the construction site.
Okay.
It's ominous.
What is there? What's marked here? For the skeleton, the garden, is that labeled?
That's where it says the tomb.
Okay. Is this a door?
Where?
Here.
Oh, that is a door. I'm sorry. That was my bad. I missed that one. Let me see here. That is just marked as another tomb, another family burial tomb, kind of Aquitanian tomb there. Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
I'm intrigued by the construction site.
Yeah, sure. And there is another way out of these catacombs, down to the caves. Right, that is a possibility of getting out without having to go through the key. So, yeah, I'm okay going that direction, though I am a bit worse for wear. I could use a nap.
Yeah, I think at this point everybody could use a nap.
We got a roaring fire. We got some nice little cozy cubbies here. Like, this seems like a decent defensible space. Yeah.
All right, camping time.
Camping time.
Yep.
Hope there's good air circulation in here. So, I think this could be a good place to take a pause. So, I think everyone on the team good with camping out here.
Yeah.
Resting up a bit.
Works for me.
Trying the mystery meat.
Mystery.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm down.
There we are. Can you hear me?
Alright. You were visually frozen to us with a weird grin on your face.
Yeah.
Hold on. My computer just like flipped out. I don't know what it did, but it looks like we're back in business now. Hold on.
Computer doesn't want to go camping. I get that.
Why is it not working? That was really crazy. I have no idea what my computer just did.
Oh.
All right. Let's turn this
Too many low
on.
rolls.
All right. So Actually, you know what? With that, if you want to explore what you want to do about Calypso, we should do that. But beyond it, this is the end of the session.
Yep. I mean, I don't think we'll find her, and we're just as likely to find her as that giant snake. And I'm not excited about that.
Well, I know where she disappeared into.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I saw her walk into this cubby. Oh, hold on. This cubby here.
Uh-huh.
So there's some sort of exit through there.
Okay.
Either that or
Okay.
she locked herself in the chest.
Master of disguise.
Yeah.
Well, my video is officially frozen, so you're gonna have to deal with me awkwardly smiling until we're done.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm fine with following after Calypso, because the direction she's going is she's not going to intentionally be going to the way of danger, and we'll be getting out of here. So I think that is a that is a good choice. Follow.
Provided we can
follow
find
that.
whatever exit she used.
Mhm.
Yeah. Right. Even if we don't find her, at least we can find a way out.
All right. So what do you want to do exactly?
I think first we want to rest up.
Okay. You can rest as long as you want here. Actually, no, you can't. Go. What do you want to do?
Maybe we should just egress and just like follow her quickly out before like something wanders on us. We are still at risk in the catacombs, and she's good at avoiding danger. So maybe we can exit. We'll be able to exit while avoiding danger as well.
Possibly.
Because we're well, aside from me, I mean, Landball, you might need to carry me. But y'all are, I mean, I think as a team, I think we're good enough shape to just immediately follow her. As long as I don't get into hand-to-hand, I'll be okay.
All right, let's check it out.
All right. Oh, we will pursue. That is our,
All right. So
our next step.
in the room, there's a chest, and it's a locked chest. And on the walls and the ceiling here are stone walls and ceiling. What would you like to do?
And this is the cubby she disappeared from.
Yes.
Okay. Well, guess we're gonna investigate, but I don't think I should be the one to do it with my -3.
Well, would it be investigation or perception to see, like...
That's a good question. What do you think is best?
Perceptication.
Well, we are
Perceptication.
we are searching with intent, right? So is that investigate versus perceiving on passively?
Let's do investigate. You do investigating. What are you searching? The chest or the room or the walls or the ceiling or the floor?
I think the walls and the ceiling.
Things that might go boom.
Well, so hold on.
Hidden doors. Hidden doors.
Yeah, so it'd be investigation.
I rolled a 15, looking for a hidden door in the wall or floor.
Okay.
I rolled a 2.
Kaelin, what'd you
Did
roll?
find anything?
Stand by. Okay, we're all rolling. I also rolled a 2.
So you rolled a 15.
Keen-eyed elves can't see the forest for the trees.
Where's our dwarven friends?
Also, everyone give me a acrobatics check, that when you're checking in there, you don't accidentally disturb the chest.
I rolled a 4.
Jesus Christ.
Can we check it one at a time?
No, you're all in there checking at the same time, so you could have, but it didn't happen.
Oh, I guess it doesn't take a matter. I rolled a 7, so
Okay, you're fine. Kaelin? Kaelin, you there? Yeah, looks like Kaelin's having trouble too.
Okay.
Yeah,
no,
he lost audio.
There you go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, give me an acrobatics
Yeah.
check.
Okay. All right.
Give me an acrobatics check.
Oh. That's not good. 14.
Yeah, you're good. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Landval,
Nope.
as you recognize the back wall to this, one of the stones, you can see where dust has fallen out of the cracks in the shape of a doorway, but you can't seem to find any sort of a latch or mechanism to make it work. While discovering this, you also nudge the chest with your foot, and nothing happens.
Close one. Well, I think there's a door here somewhere. I'm not sure how it works. Should we hit it with the axe?
It's a trick.
Well,
How so?
Push the chest.
Alright, I shove the chest as hard as I can.
Oh goodness. Give me a strength check, or I'm sorry, athletics check. That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm gonna back up over here.
That would be a 20.
Oh man. So, as you push the chest over, you go with all your strength, but it's, to your complete surprise, it's light as a feather, and as you push it, it crashes against the side wall. And underneath the chest is a trapdoor.
ah.
A trap door or just a hidden door?
A trapdoor.
It's a door in the floor, more commonly called a trapdoor.
Does it explode?
It is not a trapped door. No D at the end.
Nothing explodes.
Alright, I open the trap door if I still have time.
You do. It opens easily. It is a there is a ladder down to a, like, it looks like a hand dug tunnel. And I'm gonna fast forward a little bit here, but that tunnel leads out to a small cave that is in the bay of Cantamont. This is an
Hey.
exit.
Here we are.
And with that, I think I'm going to call this session to a close. This is clear of people. It looks very hidden on the outside. It is also hidden behind like a boulder. You have to kind of squeeze along the side. So from the outside, it looks like just a boulder sitting underneath a cliff, but it is an entrance to this tomb, to the catacombs.
Ah.
Nice.
All right, well, I'm going to call it here. I want to thank you three for continuing to play, and thank anyone who's still on here watching this. Hey, thanks for
All
watching
50 of
for
you.
3 hours.
Yeah.
If you like this, please like and subscribe, and we will see you next week. And hopefully my video is not frozen next week. Bye.